Good evening. Hello, cyber world, everyone out there. Welcome to Financial Coach for You. I can't believe this is the first day of November and the time has changed and everything. It's really dark out there, and I'm thinking, what time is it, right? Well, remember, anything can happen in this last quarter of 2015. You still have time. So, what are you guys waiting on? What are you ladies waiting on? Let's do this. Everyone, I'm Financial Coach Ray. I'm the founder, the CEO of Financial Coach for You. Thanks for taking time out to join us. As you can see, we meet here virtually every single week, and we have such a treat in store for you tonight. If you're logging in on your iPad, your smartphone, your laptop, any means necessary, that's just to show you that the internet and some of the awesome tools that we use connect us with folks all over the U.S. Every time we meet, my goal is to personally have you take away a little nugget, something that you can implement in your life right away, something you can share with your family, your businesses here at Financial Coach for You. We'll always do our best to help market the products and services that I know would benefit our families out there. So remember, knowledge is power, but when you apply that knowledge, it's even more powerful. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce our panelists, and I would like to introduce our guest. This is Miss Karen Parrish. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Ray. Thank you for the opportunity.
Awesome. And then we have Latasha. Latasha is she's chiming in from Arkansas, and she'll be joining us on the panel as well. Okay, Latasha. And we have our fabulous resource coach, Michelle. Michelle is here in San Diego. Hey, Michelle.
Hi, everybody.
And then we have Wakil. Wakil is chiming in from Texas, and he will be opening us in prayer and also bringing the motivational seconds. So I'll turn the platform over to you, Coach Wakil.
All right, thank you, Sister Ray. Once again, like Sister Ray said earlier, thank you to everybody who had a chance to really chime in and log in and take a part of this great training we have here tonight. Before I pray, I just want to take a few moments of silence just for us to dwell on the blessings that God has brought us through this year thus far. You know, Sister Ray brought us through earlier, and she said we're coming up on this quarter, and you never know what may happen, what we can complete, what we still haven't done yet. But just think of what God has brought us through. The changes, the milestones, the accomplishments, the trials that we had to go through to get this far. Let us not forget, first and foremost, who's always there for us, even when we think nobody else is. So with that being said, will we please go ahead? Dear Father God, I thank you for giving us this day, waking us up this morning. You know, here we are, November 1st, dear Father God. I ask that you just give us the knowledge and understanding as we go forward tonight, and we take on this training and we pick up these nuggets that Sister Ray has brought forward, and we have Sister Karen come on here and just give us this great, wonderful wealth of knowledge that you've blessed her with, dear Father God, to share her success and her secrets, whatever they may be, there, Father God, that we can embark on them and enjoy them. I ask that you pray for those out there tonight who are taking part of this training, and for those who couldn't make it, those who are traveling, give them safe traveling mercies there, Father God. I ask that you watch over all of our family members. Keep us strong as we continue to push forward, dear Father God, and make it throughout the quarter of this year, dear Father God. It's in your precious and wonderful name we praise you, we thank you, and we love you. Amen.
Amen.
From our motivational seconds tonight, let's see. It's going to be titled, Stay Supportive. Stay supportive to motivate, to move forward, to be a lead, to make and to see changes through. Someone needs more than one to keep them part of a team, a small business, a group, a family. To be supportive of one's dreams, goals, and accomplishments means the world. Keep God first in all you do and use his support to strengthen those on your team and the people around you. That is all from Motivational Seconds. Back to you, Sister Ray.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach Wakil. This is wonderful. And I'm going to turn over the platform to our resource coach, Michelle. I believe you have some updates for us, Michelle.
Yes, I do. Very short and quick one. We do have our spiritual financial class here locally at New Seasons Church every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. But also, just for those of you in cyber world, or perhaps you may be too busy and you're in the local area, you are more than welcome to sign up for our virtual class, and you will still get the same credit. And I have to tell you that when you take this class, you will not leave the same person that you came. You will just leave with a wealth of knowledge. And I just encourage you, if you're listening and watching right now, to sign up for the virtual spiritual financial class that we have at Financial Coach for You. If you need more information, please get a hold of me. I'm your resource coach, Michelle, or you can get a hold of Coach Ray, and we will definitely lead you in the right direction. That being said, that's all that I have for updates as far as our team. Have a great day.
All right, thank you so much, Michelle. And just so y'all know, we have our resource coach on board because it's not about, just trying to, do our business as usual. But there are times when families just need, some help. So Coach Michelle is here to provide that service for our clients. And so now, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I have the distinguished pleasure to introduce our special guest, Karen Parrish. And Karen, I'm going to highlight her here. She's going to join us tonight, and she's going to talk to us about Journeys by Janine. Karen is a travel agent. And so, Karen, tell us a little bit about your passion for travel. When did you decide to start your business?
My passion for travel started when I was a little girl. My grandmother was from Barbados. So for spring vacation, I spent my time in Barbados, and my summer vacations were in Philadelphia. And then we would alternate, and then I would go for a spring vacation in Philly and spent my summers in Barbados because I had more time. Just really put it on the back burner. I have a son that was in school, but travel has just always been in my blood. I would always go with either my grandmother or my mom. Journeys by Janine actually came into effect December 31st, 2014, and that was just after a year of just prayer, supplication. I would put it on the back burner, but I think when God has a plan for you, it just always is a part of you. So I would still do my research, and that's how Journeys by Janine came about. Janine is my middle name, so just journeying with me.
Wow, that is awesome. And so with your passion, you take it a step further. Because I know a lot of times people have passions and they want to do things, and it always stays on the back burner. But you are actually taking steps towards that. So what type of travel do you arrange?
I'm a full-service travel agent, and I work full-time as a senior project manager for a healthcare organization. So I travel for work, and then so I do all types. Corporate travel, I'm working on my 8th destination wedding. Simultaneously, I'm planning a trip for a church in Baltimore. They're going to Jerusalem in January. Bed and breakfast. I've done airport and last-minute travel. But I think and I don't know about Seychelles Island, but as soon as we're done, I'm going to research this. So I'm always reading industry news, taking classes, booking cruises, planning travel for myself, just to stay on top of everything, especially for international travel because the laws are so different depending on the country.
Oh, wonderful. So what are some of your business goals? What are some of your business goals right now? I know you said you work full-time and you also do travel part-time. So what are some of your business goals and dreams? What do you
My plan is my ultimate goal for Journeys by Janine is to do this full-time. And then as part of my host agency, I want to be a part of the Pinnacle Club and to be a Pinnacle travel agent. So I just need to grow my business to that level. And I'm in the early process or branding stages of branding Janine. So to incorporate some event planning, because actually when you think about destination weddings, it is an event that you're planning. And destination is just not international. It can be wherever. So you have to kind of incorporate the laws for the states because they're different. You have to incorporate so many things. I met with someone before our session today, and they want to get married in a winery. So you kind of have to look at just all different components. So that's the part that really drives me, is the challenges of things that I don't know, and learning about them and making this a great experience, because traveling is an experience, and I want all of my clients to have a positive experience.
Wow, that sounds very interesting. It sounds like a fun career, fun thing to do. Do we have any questions on the panel for Ms. Karen right now?
Yes. Do you have any relations with like any hotels, any other airlines, car rental places, et cetera, et cetera?
I have access to all. I'm part of my travel business is I'm an independent travel agency under a host agency. So I have lots of resources. I have preferred vendors, but wherever you want to go, I can get you there. Hotels, Hyatt, Marriott, Holiday Inn, all of them. So just let me know what you want to get. But when there's like 3 major questions. I ask my travel clients, when do you want to go? Do you have a passport if you're planning to travel internationally? And what's your budget? And then that starts our relationship. And then if you're planning to travel internationally, like Cuba, you really need to be flexible when you're going to Cuba. If you're traveling to Brazil, your passport needs to be in effect for at least 6 months, or you can be rejected. So things like that, just really taking the time to get to know you, because you're just not a client. I'm building a relationship. And because my website is still under construction, this is a relationship that you and I are building, just not going to my website and booking your own travel.
All right. Any other questions on the panel?
Yes, I also want to ask Karen. This is Latasha. I'm sorry, my internet is messing up, so I'm on my phone. But anyways, my question would be, how far in advance do you need to book a travel?
It depends on where you want to go. If you have a travel destination, or if you're planning to go on vacation, always the sooner the better. If you want to pay for your vacation at once, it's still sooner the better, because I'll need to check availability. If you want to do an all-inclusive, that's important too, where you have your airfare, your hotel, and your food. I've also done last-minute travel where a coworker of mine wanted to go someplace, called me on Wednesday, and she wanted to leave on Friday. So I can do all, but definitely the more notice that you can give me, the better, but I can work with you.
Okay. And I have a quick question for you, Karen. What time of the year is good for travel?
It depends on where you want to go. I love to travel, so all time is good for me, but I'm on the East Coast. So if you're planning to travel in the winter, you really need to, if you're speaking of Northeast, like Boston or Vermont, you can have inclement weather. So it really depends on where you want to go. If you're planning to do the Southeast, like Florida, that can be pretty much year-round. You have on the East Coast, we have our hibernators that live in the Northeast. They migrate to South Florida. So it really depends on where you plan to go.
Okay. And then there's a question from our listeners. It says, how do you start your own travel agency? What's the first thing a person should do if they're talking about starting their own travel agency?
You really need to know your market. And if you're planning to, I decided to do a host agency because of what they offer. So for me, I use their CLIA number, which are used for cruises. I use their IATA number for all other travel. If you're planning to do your own, you have to have your own licenses. You have to carry your insurance. So I think your overhead is going to be more if you're planning to have your own. And for me, and why it took a year, is because I really wanted to look at the host agencies you have. If you Google host travel agencies, you come up with 1 million plus. So I kind of narrowed it down. I read blogs, I read Facebook postings, Better Business Bureaus. Reviews are crucial for me. I read reviews all the time. So you really have to do your research. And for me, I did the 3 P's. It's the prayer. I believe in God. I prayed about it. God, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to do this? This is your plan for me. Planning, and I just kind of wanted to know, as a project manager, I just laid out a timeline for myself. And then preparation. So when you go into being a travel agent, your host agencies are going to have requirements for you. So for mine, I had to do an extensive training, and I also have to do boot camp. Unfortunately, I have to travel for work as well, so my boot camp is next week. It's going to be next year. But you really have to you have to read. And when I say read, you're reading travel news, travel industry. You're looking at the news. There are travel channels on cable. You just really have to know that you want to do this. My passion is travel. This is 24/7 for me. I'm up at 2, 3 in the morning. Ray knows that. I've sent her emails at 2, 3 in the morning because my brain is still going. So it's one thing to love to travel, but it's another thing to plan to travel. So for Wakil, who wants to travel, I take that. He tells me where he wants to go, and I do the rest. So that's where the passion comes.
That's awesome. Sounds like you're very, very knowledgeable about the travel industry. And not only that, but you're very passionate about what you do. And it can show. It shows. It radiates. When you talk about passion, you just look at your face and you're just excited about what you're talking about. And so it's the same as here with financial coaching. We not only offer, services for our clients, that is free, the game plans are free, but we also listen to people. It's all about building relationship. And if people don't do business if they don't trust you. And so I can attest that I know it's hard to trust people, especially when you're not seeing them and you're not watching them straight in the eyes, eyeball to eyeball. But anyone that we bring on board, that we interview and we introduce to our clientele, is people that Financial Coach for You have vetted and we have trusted. And so I'm just so excited that you're able to join us tonight, Karen. How do people get a hold of you if they're interested in traveling? Maybe they want to go see the Seychelles Islands in the Pacific. How do they get a hold of you, and what number is best for them to contact you by?
So right now, my website is under construction. My webmaster is building it.
I'm sorry, we didn't get the telephone number. I think we are lost connection here.
Oh, is that me?
Okay, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Just a little technical difficulty.
All right. So my phone is 240 988 240. Yes. 2459.
2459. And your email
is Parrish.
Okay, Parrish.
1011. 1011 @gmail.com.
Okay, so I have 240. If you need to get a hold of Karen, it's 240-988-2459. It is a phone number. And her email is
No.
kparrish, KPARRISH 1011 at gmail.com. Is that correct?
That's correct, but I don't think you got my cell phone. It's 240
Uh-huh.
988.
Okay, so we're losing connection. And I will reach
2459.
2459. What's the middle? You said 240. What comes after 240? It was kind of muffled.
988
988
2459.
2459. Got it. Okay. Well, thank you so much, and I'll be sure to have your telephone number and your email address listed on our YouTube channel, so
Thank
people
you.
can also get a hold of you. And we'll also have you on our website, Financial Coach, the number 4, the letter U.net. Any closing remarks from our panelists?
Yeah, my only thing I have is there a such thing as the cheaper ticket method? You know how you some people say only buy tickets on like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays, and is there a certain amount of time that you want to try to buy your ticket in advance to get the, I guess, cheapest price?
I would say 45 days. When you know that, the sooner you know that you want to travel, that's when you should buy your ticket. I think as we're now approaching the holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas, you are going to have cheaper airfare from the major carriers. And just keep in mind that US is now American Airlines. So in your bags, do not fly free. American charges $25 for the first bag and $35 for the second. I mean, $35 for the second bag. So just kind of keep that in mind when you are making your airfare. But the sooner you know, the earlier you know, the better. But then you can also watch out for holidays that are coming up.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. Anyone else on the panel have any further questions before we wrap it up?
Yes.
All right, Michelle.
Okay, sorry, my computer had shut down. I'm glad I caught up. I'm sorry. So I have two questions. I was just wondering if, do you offer online as well as personal service?
I do. For online, it will be online when my website is available. Right now it's under construction, but you can get a hold of me. So all of my is personal, but you can also do your own online booking when my website is up.
Awesome. And one last question. What is the best time of year to travel?
Anytime, depending on where you're going. So if you're going to the Caribbean, hurricane season is August through October. If you are planning to travel in the Northeast, Vermont, Boston, we have inclement weather, so snow, so you'll need to know where you're going. We have those that hibernate in the Northeast, they migrate down to the Southeast because of the weather, so it really depends on where you want to go. But if you're planning to travel the Caribbean, just keep in mind that you have hurricane season August through October.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Karen. Like I said, it was a pleasure having you on board. And I will definitely post your contact information for people that want to get in contact with you. And so,
Thank you.
Coach Wakil, if you don't mind closing us off in a word of prayer. Thank you very much.
No problem. All right, once again, I want to thank everybody for joining tonight. Thank you, Sister Karen, for sharing your time with us and giving us the wonderful amount of information we have there.
Thank
We could
you.
all, dear Father God, once again, we just thank you And we come to you as humble as we know how. We thank you for giving us this day and just blessing us with your awesome grace and mercy, dear Father God, as you do every single day. I ask that you watch over Sister Karen and help her business continue to thrive, dear Father God, that she goes forward on her dream and her passion stays with her, dear Father God. I ask that you continue to watch over all of FC4U family, our coaches, and their families, and help us through this week as we approach and we get ready for another work week, dear Father God. As we go forth and we get new contacts and new people, or we continue with our contacts and we bring them home and we get everybody on board with this wonderful opportunity that we have here at FC4U, dear Father God. We are not one-track minded, dear Father God, and you won't allow us to be. So that's why we have so many branches that we reach out to people and we connect to people on so many different personal levels, dear Father God. I just thank you for the opportunity for us to be able to do so, dear Father God. It's in your precious wonderful name I praise you. We thank you and we love you. Amen.
Amen.
And thank you so much, Janine. Journeys by Janine. All the best to you.
Thank
And
you.
everyone, have a good night.